let's jump right into this, man. First off, tell me about the club.
Well, this is we are the Missouri chapter. This is our second year of being a chapter in the Hooligans Car Club. Hooligans is a nationwide car club. We have quite a few members, quite a few chapters. Very, very close, tight-knit family. I mean, it's not out of the ordinary for our Iowa chapter to load up and show up here just to visit. Same thing with the Illinois chapter. They've come down just to shoot the bull with us before. So, I mean, they're pretty close, pretty good group of people to be with.
We just went to Illinois a couple weekends ago for one of their meetings, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
So definitely lots of learning experiences for us. And we have had, we've had some mess ups where we had to go back and fix them, that we didn't do what was in the rules of the club, shirt ordering wise and stuff, and we started over. Hey, there's a learning curve to it, so I think we're straight now. So
Word. How did you first get into cars personally?
Go ahead. Me, I grew up Southern California, so the culture out there is huge, punk rock scene, hard rock, hot rod scene, lowrider scene. It's all there, with the thrash metal and everything. It's all just one big huge culture. Every weekend you can go to 4 different car shows and have 4 different styles of cars. So I've been around it since I can remember. 10, 12 years old. My neighbor up the street had a sand drag Jeep that he'd take to the sand drag. So we'd always also go to the top fuel races with John Force just down the street. He lived the town next to us. When I say down the street, I lived in a town called Placentia. John Force lived in a town called Yorba Linda. I went to a school with a guy that babysat John Force's daughters growing up, So I personally, I've always been around the culture.
Me myself, I think where it first started for me is where it starts for most kids, Hot Wheels. I playing with Hot Wheels as a kid, man, and loving every car. And then on the street that I used to live on, there was a fella that lived down the street. He had a red Maverick with a 302 in it. And every time he would go past my house, I would always stop him, and he would always do a burnout in front of my house. That was just the coolest thing ever. I mean, every time. So it was pretty cool. Then I got into the lowriders. I was into the lowriding and mini trucking, and I was part of a club earlier, a local club here in Rolla. They were called Pure and Simple. Shout out to the old Pure and Simple members. So that was basically got me started there, and then I got into motorcycles, and then end up having a family, and some of that stuff went away for a while, and now it's back, and I'm back in full force now, so I'm happy to be here.
And what I know is true. Before he stole you, I lost you somewhere, somehow on my own.
So, next question. What is your one favorite car that would be your dream car to have?
Ooh.
I know mine right away.
Yeah, no, I know, but mine's a couple of years. The El Camino, early El Camino, up to 64-ish. The nice SS would be what I would like. you know, is the one that I want to get at some point.
So me being a Chevy guy, it pains me to say this, but my dream car is actually a 51 Merc. That's my dream car.
Sorry to make you admit that on the camera. This is going on the internet. All will know.
I do know that all the Ford members in our chapter I'm going to be hearing about this for a while.
Just outed you in front of everybody.
Right,
You can
right.
get by with that one.
Yeah, that's my unicorn car.
Yeah, you can get by with that one.
So this is not the first event you guys have thrown. Tell me about last year's event.
Well, last year's event, it was, there's a learning curve to everything. The property that we had it on had just a one driveway. So when you get a bunch of people trying to enter a car show and a bunch of people trying to leave a car show, it really bottlenecked up. Parking was a little limited. So we had decided that this year we're having it at the Phelps County Fairgrounds.
September 21st.
September 21st. There's plenty of room for vendors, plenty of room for parking, plenty of room for the live bands. We're super stoked about that.
Got quite the list of sponsors this year. Let's get into some of these sponsors. Tell me about some of them.
Well, okay. First off, just starting at the top, Kurt's. Or actually, I'm going to do Scruff's first because he's our title sponsor for the show. He's the one that he's actually donated the most money, substantial amount of money. So he is our title sponsor. Scruff's is they specialize in smash burgers. They're right here in Rolla, Missouri.
Amazing.
If you have not stopped by and had one, I highly recommend. You're living under a rock if you haven't had a Scruff's burger for sure. But the best in the business, hands down. Then we have Kurt's Mobile Homes. I actually go to church with Kurt. Great guy. We got his phone number plastered on all of our stuff. So I think he buys and sells mobile homes and is very successful at it. Then we have Kaleidos Smoke. They're a vape shop here in town. One of our full patch members is a manager of it. Same thing with Bad Habits Liquor. They're right next to each other.
Located on Kings Highway.
Yeah, he's on Kings Highway.
Yeah. Kaleidos Smokes, they've got a few locations in Missouri.
Yeah, they actually do one here and one in Pacific, and I'm not sure where the other ones are. But then we have the Hartman Pack and Perform. They're the great big company that they make egg cartons. So they take cardboard and whatever else and chop it up and make egg cartons. So we really appreciate their support. They did say that they were going to be personally making the higher ups were going to be personally making an appearance at our show. So pretty excited about that. Then of course we have the Pawn Center right here where we're sitting at this location. They are the best. Actually, they're the only pawn shop that I know in this area. But that just tells you something that they're the best, largest number of items that I cannot say on the internet. So you're going to have to come by and check out the items that they have.
Staplers.
staplers, hole punchers, stuff like that. Then we have the hidden parlor shop again. This is the president of our chapter, Dustin Jones. The hidden parlor shop's on Pine Street, just down the south end of Pine. Best barbershop around, hands down. He cuts all of our hair, and he's a happening. He's one of those that you have to make an appointment within like 3 weeks just to even get into him. So he's a pretty popular fellow. Then we have Mosier Law for injury. If you're injured, get a hold of Mosier Law. Their phone number is on our flyer too. He was my lawyer there. He's done a couple things for me and the business that my wife and I own. So he's a top-notch lawyer. Then we have Missouri Metal Dust. They have I don't know if they do plasma cutting or if it's water jet. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've seen the products that they make.
Stuff.
Yeah, he makes good quality stuff. He really knows what he's talking about. And then next to that, we have Lee Outdoors. I got to be honest with you. I've never been there, but one of our full patch members is a frequent customer of theirs, and I'm guessing that they provide hunting application stuff that you use during hunting and fishing and outdoor type stuff. And then the last one here, oh no, not the last one, but close to the last, Highline Plating. They do chrome plating, car bumpers, pretty much anything that you need chromed or re-chromed. They've been in business for decades. They're out of Cuba, Missouri. So if you need anything chrome plated, give them a holler. And then I believe the last one on the list would be Pratt's Lawn Center. They sell lawnmowers, pretty much weed eaters, anything that has to do with your lawn, whatever, all that type of work activity that I'm allergic to. Anyways, another full patch member of ours turns wrenches for them down there. So they're one of our sponsors too. So if you ever get in Rolla, they're North 63 across from Lowe's, across the street from Lowe's. So stop in and give them a little bit of love if you're ever in Rolla.
And
Thank you.
And Phelps County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, Phelps County Fairgrounds. They're and yeah, they are. So the fairgrounds is who we booked to put our show at, and they've been very generous with us. They've helped us at every turn that we needed something. They've been there to help us, and whatever they can do to help, they're happy to. So he mentioned a while ago. I'll let you do the
Phelps County Community Partnership. That's who we're raising the funds for. That from the show that will go to be donated to the community, Phelps County Community Partnership, which will benefit the area, with the tasks and things that they do and provide.
What's all going to be going down? What can we expect when we show up at the car show?
Well,
Killer cars, killer tunes, good food, good times.
yeah, come on down. It'd be a good time.
Great community car show. You bet.
Definitely a good time. So we're excited about it. Looking forward to it.
We'll be doing a silent auction. So if anybody has any items that they want to donate towards that silent auction,
Yep.
We'll have gear there. I'm sure the bands will have their gear there. If you want some swag and different things
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah, we
Well, yeah.
totally invite the bands to sell your your
Yeah.
merch
Yeah.
there too. We would love that. Yeah.
Right. Tell me about the pinstriping.
So Cody Mounty is going to be our pinstriper. He owns Plug Uglies. Very, very talented individual. He's pinstriped one of his wife's car.
63 Ranchero.
Yeah, and just this guy, he blows me away. I watch his videos on Facebook and TikTok and whatever else he's on, and his talent, his level of talent, you can definitely tell he's been doing this for a long time. So very talented individual. Bring your car down. He'll pinstripe it right there at the show.
Yeah, we've got a spot that's nice and flat and level and for him to work at. We were just out there earlier today checking it out, kind of walking the grounds and making sure we knew what we were doing and getting everything set up and ready to go.
Awesome. Awesome. The music's gonna be great. I got the Rockets coming from LA, as well as Brutally Frank from the Joplin area, and Timmy Miano and the Constant Distractions from Springfield. I tried to get Timmy on today, but he wasn't able to make it due to some conflict, but he did hop on last night and we recorded this. Let me figure out how to get this thing to work.
Hi, hooligans. My name's Timmy Miano from Timmy Miano and the Constant Distractions, aka the Constant Distractions. We are a kind of punky, folky, quirky comedy rock band along the lines of Tenacious D out of Springfield, Missouri. And we do a little more folk punk in our music, but we're really excited to come up and play. I'm excited to play with Brutally Frank again. I've been playing with shows with them for 20 years now in Southwest Missouri, and we're excited to come up and represent in Rolla this year. So I'm gonna play a song for you. It's just a little sample of one of our songs called The Unbearable Lightness of Binging, and I hope you like it, and I hope you like to hear the rest of what the full band can do when we come up and rock some faces up in September. I drank half a box of wine all by myself. Then I drank the other half, 'cause it was almost out. I might be alone, but I'm having a good time. Drinking box wine, binge watching true crime. I'm binge watching, binge drinking, binge living. Take it all at once. I'm binging all my binges. Can I fit another binge in before I'm done? Before I'm done. So that's just a taste. I'll let you guys get back to the interview now, but it was great meeting you, and can't wait to get up there in September and see everybody on stage.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's so we recorded that last night because, like I said, he couldn't make it.
Right.
But I've seen Timmy many a times back in the day, and he always put on a good show. So I'm looking forward to seeing the band that he has put together recently, as well as the Rockets and Brutally Frank, who are a lot more rockabilly / psychobilly.
Yeah,
But I figured it'd be a nice mix of all three.
for sure.
Before we hop off here,
Well, the show's September 21st. It's at the Phelps County Fairgrounds, and it'll be a great show put on by the Hooligans Missouri chapter. You know,
Also, we'd really appreciate if everyone went on Facebook and looked up Missouri Hooligans and give us a like on Facebook.
Yep.
Start following us. Help us spread the word. Share some of our stuff. It would be much appreciated.
Yeah, we've been doing live remotes on Wednesday nights, trying to get out some info and let everybody know, what we got coming up and what's been added and what's going on.
Yeah.